Welcome back to Hallway Sports Network's Off the Track. You're Shirley Tony Hall. I'm speaking with Willa Shankspear. And we're going to get that pronunciation correct. Willa Shankspear.
Yes.
From Hurricane Alley Roller Derby in Corpus Christi, Texas. Now, as we were talking before about you're attending a teachers conference.
Yes.
Yes. Where you?
A conference is a pop culture conference
Yeah.
in New Mexico, and I was able to combine two of my favorite things, which is teaching and roller derby. I'd done an ethnographic study about the discourse community of roller derby and was able to present that, and will be published here soon. So looking forward to that.
Okay. You were looking to get a doctorate in.
If it
was,
it's in maybe. I am going back for another degree, but not know if I'm ready to take on PhD yet.
Okay. Probably another master's.
It is, another master's.
Okay. Yeah. That goes into saying that a lot of questions from people. It's like they wonder about some of these girls that go out and skate around in a circle, hitting each other. Whether they actually have college graduates. Yeah,
that is really the response when at the conference they were just amazed, and then when they saw the data and the statistics and bringing everything in, they were just, wow, I didn't realize derby can be so complex. And I said, and you haven't seen. We're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah.
Come on into our world.
Yeah, I heard it's an all welcoming world. You got a lot of friends the moment you first came in. Yeah.
Definitely, and not just here, but now that I'm becoming more comfortable with the derby discourse community.
Yeah.
And online forums and blogs and meeting people.
Yeah.
RollerCon, and I'm really looking forward to this year at RollerCon because of all the networking that I have been doing over the past year, working on that project, and I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of the people that I got to talk to, and you just feel like you got this huge extended family, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. What do you think is bound to happen with roller derby as far as any kind of consolidation into a competition that includes all the leagues, or just like it's doing right now, where we got the WFTA set, the USAR set, and the like professional ones coming up?
I think the major issue we're seeing here, derby is very much evolving and it's changing, and so you're going to have these differing perspectives in how they feel derby should be.
Yeah.
And even within WFTA, I mean, they just changed the rules a couple days ago, or revised them.
Yeah.
So I think you have people who might be frustrated with that, and those who want to see it go in one direction, and those who have opinions of it that are in another. I think those kinks need to be worked out. How quickly they're going to be worked out, I don't know. I was just responding on a forum today talking about this and how these new rules and how derby is not, we need to skate. It's, you can't be stopped, and, how the fans are reacting to, WFTA and teams finding loopholes. And that's a big thing now in derby. And why, they, speaking of Olympics and such, you've got to have a set rules for something to be considered, and since we're so much evolving going on and changing, and I would even say controversy, because there was and the discourse that is going on from the skaters is pretty intense, and there's it even got me thinking about where do I see myself a year from now, 2 years from now? Is it bank track? Is it flat track? Is it these rules? And
or even in more general, are you even going to make it a career, or as far as continuing to skate either recreationally or even moving towards professionally, or even a professional amateur, pro-am or something?
You just, there's so many things to consider, and there's so many options now because of this large evolution that's taking place, and derby morphing into different things. And I don't know. We were asked that, Iron Jenny Flint asked us at one of our practices, we always have a wellness portion, and she asked, what are you going to take with you? Where do you see yourself? And I think about that because, especially today when I'm reading all these responses, and even Jerry Seltzer got in and he talked, he knew he was going to tick people off with his post.
Of course.
And putting his thoughts and ideas out there. Coming from, great credibility in his ethos and his family creating the sport. Definitely want to listen to his voice. And then the response that was coming in, I was just, wow. It was clicking. Why our co-executive director, what she was telling us, start thinking of these, where you see yourself, how you see this playing out, and what can you add. And definitely things that I've been reflecting on.
Okay, well, definitely. I guess every girl or every skater in the sport contributes to like the great story of Derby at this point. I guess starting from 2000, when Austin decided to bring it back. But so from this point, you got to decide whether or not it's going to be a part of you beyond your ability to play it, or
well, even as a league, I'm speaking as myself as a league. Where do we see ourselves going? Are we going to go WIFTA? Are we going to stay amateur? We want to be apprentice. We have to decide where we see ourselves fitting into this discourse community. And then we've got to decide for ourselves, decide for a league, and then find where we want to go. And because we've made some, with the changes and going competitive and leaving the, classic, what people picture Derby being, what I like to say Hollywood version of Derby. And so we've made a huge leap this season from even last season, and saying we're going to be WIFTA, and we're doing it this way, and this is legit. This is what we're going to do. That's where we've taken it, and where we see from this point, where do we go? We have to be able to cast forward and see where do we want to take the league, and how are we going to get there. So that does take self-analysis on our part.
Okay. Well, of course, talk more specifically about this game coming up on Saturday with the Texas Outlaws. Of course, they're a professional league. I guess one of the only professional leagues in Texas since the 1970s. Now, of course, you played them last year, and you were actually in the game last year with them.
Well, last year they were short, so I got to skate with the Outlaw as an Outlaw, which was a lot of fun. And this year I am skating as a brass knuckle brawler. So I'm really excited. Last bout we played the Hail Marys, and we learned a lot. And I'm hoping to make application of that. Like I said, trying to, like, in my mind, I'm awesome, so I will be awesome. But I'm really very much so looking forward to, because I had so much fun last year, and I know it's going to be awesome again.
All right.
Great group of girls.
Okay. We'll be looking forward to that game coming up this Saturday at the Hard House in Corpus Christi. So good speaking with you. All right. Thank you.